This is my 5th day now. I go tomorrow, so I'll make it 6 days.
I've done 6 days so far now, so tomorrow is the last day, Patrick's Day.
7 days is possible next time. Yeah, next time I'll do the 7 days. Maybe not as a rabbit though.
This is my 40th time. I have climbed it 38 times on the annual pilgrim, and this is my 2nd time for autism.
Well, I've been involved down to the ears in fundraising and climbing mountains, so living so close to that beautiful mountain of Croagh, I decided, right, okay, well, how about 7 days in a row? So I mentioned it to my friends, and they thought I was mad, and I probably am, but they joined in. Of course, I won them over in the end, and 6 of us, in fact, climbed Croagh 7 days in a row last January, and it all started from there.
Last year's climb was a new adventure for us. We'd never done anything like that before, and it was really, it took legs of its own. It really took off, and we got support from everywhere. People rang looking for cards that we never met before, arrived on the day, and there was great fun and a great sense of purpose about it. And it was hugely successful, just out of our dreams, successful. We're a group of parents that came together to start a school or a facility to look after the children, because we felt that they weren't being educated properly through the normal education system. Some people and some children are fine in that system, but we thought that certain ones of them couldn't achieve their potential in the normal schooling system, and that's why we picked Kilshima here as being the centre of the county and put a building here that would cater for those needs.
As a parent, I suppose, autism, when you don't know anything about it, is quite scary until you start investigating into it, what autism is. Jordan being our first child as well, we had nothing to go by as regards a standard, or do you have a standard for your first child? You know, we'd always thought, maybe because he was our first child, that he was a bit different, that he might have been that extra bit spoilt, or he was our first. But as we went along then and seeing the different behaviours with autism, and Jordan displayed a lot in regards to mixing with other kids. He couldn't mix with other kids. His repetitive behaviour, his obsession with different things, quite frightening behaviour, because it is highly trained professionals that work in the area of the specialist type teaching for autistic kids. The money needed to fund a venture like that is quite astronomical. It's quite a burden on people that if the school gets up and running, that this money has to be kept coming in every year.
What's that? He sniffed it.
There's much talk nowadays about second chance education, but I suppose children with autism need a first chance, and I think that the awareness that's raised by events like this and the money that's raised will help towards it, but the big decision has to be taken by the department and by the government to actually fund these schools.
Most people will be taking time off work. I'm taking a week off work myself, and anybody that's doing 7 days in a row will obviously be taking time off work. The response we're getting to this, and from the amount of money that's come in already, you know, it touches people's hearts in a big way.
Fikra is 6 and he's autistic, and like any parent we want to try and do the best for our kids. Last year I think I climbed 4 days last year myself, and I climbed 1 day with Fikra, so I'm going to go up today with him and we'll see how he gets on.
When I was growing up, I was wrongly diagnosed as being mentally handicapped, and only 6 years ago I was correctly diagnosed as having autism. This week now means for people who have autism a fantastic chance to get their voices heard.
It makes a huge difference in terms of fundraising opportunities for our charity, and we want to show solidarity with all the people who are climbing today, and they can rest assured that any money they raise will be spent on children in autism from whatever county they're from.
It's an issue that's very close to my heart, and indeed to all of the people that have climbed here over the last 6 days, and we're very anxious obviously to raise as much money as we possibly can for the development of services for autism, obviously in County Mayo.
Today's the 6th day. I'm feeling very sore. But mind you, the weather conditions on the Reek has been atrocious all week. It's been a harder challenge than it was last year. Last year we raised over €60,000, and hopefully this year, with the way things are going, we can raise €100,000.
autism, it's going to be affecting the next couple of generations, and if we don't act now, we won't be helping ourselves.
A challenge like this is great as well, because I suppose it just shows the challenge that, you know, parents with autism go through, and this is why it's really good for people to do something like this and to see what people, I suppose, have to do on a daily basis.
It's a team effort. I can't do this on my own. But in the end of the day, if we can bring a smile to a child's face who has autism, or to his parents, or brother or sister, or aunt or uncle, it's all been worth it.
I hope that we can offer a sort of sense of security to the parents of Mayo that have autistic kids, that, you know, that there is a future out there, and we will work very, very hard until we don't have to do this anymore when things change in this country. But until then, we're going to fight for these kids. We're going to do our best for them on every level we can, and hopefully that things will work out in the end.